Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. Are you a badass bitch that don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch? I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do.
Hey yo, P, do that freaky jam on the beat. Shitty with that butter shit, that bone beat. Did you double do that song scene? Flicky with some butter shit, that bone scene. If you cheat, the check, I get her own cheese. There's a chicken with that.
Hi, Hoochies and Hooligans. I am your host, Shay.
And I am your host, Ash. And she's your host, Shay.
And she's your host, Ash.
And we are back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Oh, my God, did I fuck it up?
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to
Hoochies FM.
Wow. Actually, I think the crowd's going to go too wild. I think they're going to give poetic snaps today.
Yes.
Yes, and if you can't guess it by the looks of our faces, we're recording for the best holiday that occurs all April.
Every April.
Every April, specifically on the 20th of it.
Yep.
This is our 420 episode. Woo! I feel like this
we
is
add
like,
something in there.
This is like Hoochies FM at night.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be so funny?
At night.
I like that. I think.
I like that too.
Right?
Hoochies FM after dark.
After dark.
But at night.
At night.
And when he does that.
Oh, good old SpongeBob.
If you can't tell, we're SpongeBob heads.
We are. I think we have a lot of good, relatable SpongeBob memes.
I think we made a point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Especially in our Valentine's special.
Yeah, our Valentine's where we spamming the fuck out of it.
We're like, there's a SpongeBob meme for this.
There's a SpongeBob meme. Or like the Oprah SpongeBob memes.
Yeah.
Like every 5 seconds.
Like that was the only thing in the meme shop
That was
available.
the only reference. Everything else was sold out, but SpongeBob memes.
Right.
In the meme shop. Too funny.
The meme shop. That just sounds so stupid.
Oh, man. Yeah, if you can't tell, we're doing this episode a little different.
A little elevated.
There's only one way to celebrate the holiday,
Mm-hmm.
and it's by smoking weed.
And chilling with your friend.
And chilling with your homies, with your bitches, if you will.
With your hoochies.
Okay. Yes.
With your family.
All right. With your familia.
Yes.
Yes.
Same thing.
No, but yeah, true. I thought you were going for like a whole like Vin Diesel kind of a thing, like Fast and Furious.
Yeah, right.
And he's always talking about family.
You're right. You slam dunked it.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, since we are on the topic of, and how often do you say that word? Or is YouTube gonna like censor us and be like,
If we say like
bitches.
weed or marijuana.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know.
You're like, weed?
Or
marijuana?
Weed or marijuana. No, because I don't know. I know if you say certain things, like stuff that we were saying actually on the last episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What were we saying?
Like kill.
Kill. Murder.
They're going to demonetize us right now, Ashley. Stop.
Have you ever seen that episode that I'm talking about, though?
No.
Of the Teen Hunger Force?
No, I haven't
Oh,
seen
man,
it.
I gotta show it to you. It's with these 2 dolls, and that's what they say. It's, please insert a clip.
Okay.
I'm gonna show it to you. It's so fun. But okay. Yes. I'm sorry. I don't want us to be demonetized.
They're not even looking.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck who we are. That's why we
They
haven't
don't know
been
we're here.
flagged for shit.
Yeah. Except that Michael Jackson song, they flagged it immediately.
They said, whoa.
They said, this is Michael Jackson's song. Just like, this is not your fucking song. But you know what? We're going to let you use it. They're like, well, we just letting you know.
Just have to remind you.
This shit is not yours.
You bitches want to come over here to try to use his shit. It's copywritten.
Yeah. They're like, oh no. His music is secure. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with it.
We just wanted to fucking remind you.
Use him for clout.
We won't ever let anybody steal Michael's music.
The greediest fucking people running his fucking shit.
They're like fucking got it correct. They're like, we just want to remind you, bitches.
Michael does not give a fuck. He wants the people to listen to the music, but he doesn't want all this greed.
I agree.
Mm.
Michael, please tell him to lay off the copyrights, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, we were just trying to promote mental health.
That's someone I'd have in my rotation. It depends on the vibe, though. You know.
That's an amazing person to have in your rotation.
Mm-hmm.
In your blunt rotation.
Yeah.
The Blizzy.
Blizzy.
The L.
The L. Interesting that it's called the L.
Shay had a lot of feelings about that, y'all.
Yeah, why is it? I literally called Ashley. I gotta tell the story now.
Okay.
So Ashley's like, I told Ashley, I don't want to do no edibles.
Yeah.
I want to just smoke a blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, we can go L for L. Or like, you want to go L for L. And I saw that, and I just saw the L's, and I was like... But I didn't know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is an L? I called you up. She was clowning on me.
I did laugh a little bit, yeah.
You laughed for like a good minute.
I did, yeah.
Before
Shay
you
was
even
silent.
said anything.
Shay was so silent. I was cracking up.
I was like, I'm going to let you get this out. But she informed me that's what it was called.
Yes, an L. It's just a nickname, cute little nickname.
Right.
Pretty sure it stands for leaf. But, you know, a real stoner doesn't fucking know.
Yeah.
They just smoke it.
Whatever it's called, you know, it
Yeah.
gets the job done.
Yes, whatever it is called.
What do you guys call it?
Yeah, what do you guys call your smoking option of choice? And what do you guys like to, if you would like to share how you get elevated,
They all just make fake accounts.
How do you guys elevate yourselves without elevators, you know?
Without elevators or
Did I just
stairs. Yeah, you kind of did.
Okay.
We're going to quote that.
Quote it on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to have
High
memorable
quotes.
quote. Oh yeah, I have high quotes. Okay, so should
We
I
forgot
explain?
about high quotes.
I did forget about them. Should I explain
Yes.
what they are real quick?
We should do some high quotes just to get like eased into it, you know?
Okay. So I obviously, if you cannot tell already, I have been a lady of the ganja for quite some time. Since
Your
a very
confession.
young age. Yeah, I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry. Since a very young age, I feel like I've always liked smoked and stuff like that. And I haven't stopped since. Like, I'm still pretty heavy into it. So I'm chilling right now. I just want to make that really clear. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. This is me. I would say this is me, like, majority of the time, right? Like, I think this is like me for once, because not saying I'm inauthentic on the podcast, but like I'm not ever like super elevated on the podcast. You know what I mean? So like now that I'm like this and like in front of all these cameras, I'm like, okay, this feels very natural to me. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, it's just me. It's just like how I am usually. But I have been a part of this craft for quite some time, and I made a lot of friends on the way. And in the midst of me making all these friends and having all these great times sharing all of these drugs, all these rugs, plus rugs with a silent D. You know what I mean? What'd you say? Don't buy rugs. Rugs with a silent D. But right. You ever gone to Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy? No. Right. So, yes, by making all these friends and having all these funny instances with this elevated plant of the earth, I've gotten a lot of high quotes, which are literally just quotes from my homies that they say while being stoned as fuck. So I have a couple of those. I lost my original ones from like 2017, but I have ones that date, I think, to 2018.
Damn, that's a long time.
I know. I've been collecting for a long time. Also, can I take a moment and like, can everybody clap and celebrate me, because tomorrow your girl will officially be an official holder, a legal holder, guys,
All right.
for the Mary Jane. Can we just clap it up for me real quick? Please. Okay, guys, I don't have to buy from the streets no more. Okay.
You don't have to deal with these dealers.
I don't have to deal with the dealers. If my dealer sees this, I moved on to bigger and better.
Right.
True Leave, I'm coming for you, baby. Like, I'm driving my little car on down there to those dispensaries.
Yeah.
And I'm cutting y'all's grandmas off.
Hell yeah.
And I'm getting my 8th. Then I'm going home to
Nice.
smoke it.
I love when I hang out with one of the other hoochies, and I'll pick her up, and then we just go to the dispensary because she's legal. So I always get my weed through her.
See? It deals
in bulk.
It pay.
And then she's like, let's just go to a different dispensary I've never been to before, because they give you like a special for your first time.
Yes.
So we just go to a different one every time.
Okay, well,
and there's so many, so you don't go far.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, if you ever want to just come for a trip,
Okay.
in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky, little Einsteins, climb aboard, get ready to explore. There's so much to find, little Einsteins. Okay.
Yes, that was good.
If we sound terrible, please mute that.
We'll put the
Yeah, we'll put the actual.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't get copy.
They're like, listen, bitches. First, Michael.
The same people who own Michael's music are the same people who owns Little Einsteins.
You won't get away with this. They're like, this is second strike. We are not fucking playing.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
someone, like, that's their job.
That's all they have to do. All is just is make sure our music's not copywritten. Us specifically. Okay.
They're like, these bitches are out of control.
Okay. They're like, I can't believe these bitches are trying again.
They're like, isn't that Nickelodeon or Disney?
Yeah,
Like,
that was Disney.
Disney Junior?
Oh yeah, you know Disney's definitely coming after us.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna be able to use that. Maybe I'm pretty sure they're the same niggas that own Michael. So yeah, probably. Probably. Well, anyway, yeah. So I have a couple of high quotes that
I'm excited.
come from different stories and different friends and stuff like that. So I won't use any of these friends like real names, but I guess I'll read some.
Okay.
If you want to go back and forth with me, like you pick one funny and you read it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, bet. Okay. Let's see.
I feel like that's so unique about you. That, like,
What?
you collect, like, these high quotes, like,
Yeah.
questions. I think it's just so beautiful.
Thanks.
Because you just, like, are so, like, connecting with people, you know?
Yeah, I literally love to do it. I feel like smoking brings it out of me.
Yeah.
Like, and I've realized that since I haven't been smoking like as much. Don't get worried. Don't get scared, y'all. I'm never gonna stop smoking.
Ashley's fine.
I'm fine. I'm not back after that crisis episode.
They're, like,
everybody's
watching
like-
us. That's what got the people on her
Everybody's
page.
like, I was like, check on that bitch.
They're like, we need to watch. We need to hire people to watch these shows.
The record scratches. They're like, she's not smoking. Make sure that bitch is okay. But thank you. I really appreciate that because honestly, I really do love to connect to people. Like,
Yeah.
I really, really do, and I feel like smoking helps like that happen. You know, because I feel like if not, I've noticed more recently that my social battery will drain quick. Like Shay saw it in action.
Yeah.
She can attest, like live in action. My social battery.
Yeah, and when I look at you, I think of someone who's, like, very social.
I know.
I
You always be
remember-
hyping me up.
Yeah, I remember one time I asked her, I was like, what do you like to do to, like, unwind and relax? And you were like, oh, I love just hanging out with my friends and chilling. And I was like, man, that's beautiful.
Oh man, thanks.
Because sometimes I'm like sometimes my social battery drains so fast. But I feel like with you, like, it doesn't. Like certain people, you know?
I'm telling you, this is gonna
You
be
made
a great
it.
episode.
You made it.
I'm so accomplished. I feel so honored. Like, honestly, if you guys are not Shay's friend, let's just take a moment to be gay.
Oh. A new segment on the podcast.
Perfect. Your fingertips are really cold, but
I know.
I'm not gonna stop this moment because you mean so much to me. I just want you to know you are the Ariana to my Cynthia. Okay, I love you so much.
Wait, it's the other way around, actually.
I think so. I love you so. Hold on, put it so everybody can see. I love you so much.
Holding space.
We're holding space for each other. But no, honestly, if you guys ever had a chance to like become friends with Shay, please do, because I feel like you do a really good job at like being the glue. I'm being serious. I think you do a really good job of being the glue of your friends,
Really?
and like creating a space where like we can be the glue. You know what I mean? Like I've never wanted to come over and ask you and you'd be like no. You know, like I feel like you always are just willing to have like somebody come over and like allow for your space to be their space in that moment and like still create a vibe and like make it really inviting for people, and like that's not super easy to do. So
Damn.
yeah,
That was like the nicest compliment I've ever had.
oh girl.
I'm gonna like save this. I'm gonna replay it every day on my birthday.
Anytime you're feeling hard on
Every
yourself,
Monday. To get me through the week.
it's gonna replenish you, huh? Well, I mean every word I said.
That's so sweet.
Yes. Okay, we have to stop being gay now because I don't think we're gonna be able to beat
Right.
those allegations.
We are getting closer and closer to the wicked tour.
Oh my God! Every second,
Mm-hmm.
every second, every time we put those cameras on, and I start talking about how much I care about you, I'm like, yeah.
I started adjusting
The allegation. You fuck up my necklace. My necklace is like up here. You're just like perfect.
We start getting closer on the couch. We sit,
Every shot.
we sit in the middle.
Shot, we just get closer.
It's like the Drew Barrymore.
I love that, actually. Okay, all right. Let's read some of these high quotes. We'll say, should we make a name? Should we make up a name like what we usually do? Okay. All right. No, I feel like people are not gonna know. I think it's gonna be okay. I think my friends will be okay too.
Okay.
They know they signed up for this eventually. These quotes were gonna come.
You
out.
told them I'm writing this down.
These quotes were gonna run.
You said I'm collecting this.
Can you imagine if I didn't? And I'm just like,
You're like, it's like a flashback.
I'm like, you niggas are so funny. I was collecting blackmail. Now I've like created a space so I could like blackmail them publicly, and I'm like, no, I'm joking. I didn't.
You're like, I am just, journaling.
You're like, oh, me? No, I'm just taking some notes down.
No relation.
No worries. I'm just in.
It's very vague.
Okay. So this is from a really close friend of mine who actually just reached out to me this week. I am going to say her name because she definitely deserves it. She's one of the funniest people that's on this list.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a quote, and it starts with, yeah, I'm probably going to marry an ain't shit nigga like, yeah, I'm with Tyrone, but he don't really do shit. And that's my friend Jazzy. So I have a friend, Jazzy J, and she started smoking with us. And because funny enough, this actually segued perfectly into my favorite high story.
Okay.
But just know, she is the GOAT of the group chat. She's one of the funniest people in this entire planet. And we got her to start chilling and smoking with us in college. She's my roommate for a little bit of it too. And so I'm telling you, she was reigning champ on the fucking high quotes. So
Yeah.
that one is won by Jazzy. Like I said, I have been smoking for a long time. And when I got to college, I had my dad's car. So when my dad passed away, he left me his car. This gold Toyota RAV4. And I'm not saying, I don't know why I'm saying we. I'm saying we because of my friends. I used to hotbox that bitch. When I tell you...
Like how often? Like every day?
It was so often. Okay. Don't fucking judge me. it was so often that like the like grittiness of the leaves that we used to smoke, like the blunt leaves, started to like leave like a smudge on the window of my car. Like one that you had to like sit and like scrub off because we were like smoking blunts in there.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually insane. That's a lot.
It was so bad.
I can't hang.
But oh no, you would never.
I could not hang.
We would have to bring you out in a stretcher.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so let me tell.
I hotboxed once.
Okay, so let me. So let's back up a little bit. I went to a PWI. I won't say it, but I went to a predominantly white institution in Central Florida, and this was like a little rinky-dink old town, and there wasn't that many black folks on in my school at the time. It was like a handful of us. Enough of us for all of us to know who each other are for the most part. You know what I mean? Like we all really knew each other. So shout out my college if you want. Maybe one day I'll dox it because them niggas is crazy. But basically, I made a lot of my black friends. That's how I made friends with my friend Jazz, and we were in the same major. And then this other guy was in the major. I will not say his name, so I need a white boy name.
A white boy name? Matthew?
Perfect. Perfect. So Matthew was this boy that Jazz and I had met in our department, and he is this white, white boy, right? Like blonde hair, blue eyes, white boy, right? With money. His parents had money. His dad had a very high-paying job at a local hospital. So I'll just leave it at that. But he was known amongst all of our friends as kind of being like kind of snooty a little bit, like kind of snobbish, like a privileged white boy that tried to be down.
Yeah.
Like that's the vibe that he like gave everybody, is like you know you got it good kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Right? But you want to have, like, he wanted to have a struggle so bad. Like, he wanted people to feel bad for him. Yeah, he was one of those, like whiny.
No.
Yes,
What?
like, so
Okay.
whiny. Like, my life's bad, too. To, like, a bunch of minorities.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. I wouldn't have hung out with him that long.
Yeah. But, okay, so the other thing, and I feel like we're all kind of fucked up for this, I'm not going to lie, but he would just ball out on us because he wanted to be around us. And so, like, he would be nice and, like, he would really ball out on, like, I would say, like, me, because whenever we would hang, like, I would feel like I was, like, one of the only people who, like, liked to, like put up with him, pretty much. Like, I felt bad for him. And also he wasn't a terrible person, but he eventually became a lot more terrible than what I was anticipating. But, of course, none of it's, like, surprising because, this is Matthew. Like, this is who, like, you know, like, rich
it's not
white
like it's
boy.
new shit, but
Yeah, like, it's literally, like, rich, depressed white boy. Like, cookie cutter. So it's like, okay, we already know this shit. Like, it is what it is. But he would ball out on you if he liked you. So he would, like, go and buy large amounts of, like, weed. But we wouldn't be able to smoke because we would be in the dorms. Like, we were in dorms at the time. This is, like, maybe freshman and sophomore year, right? So I'm like, oh, man, like, no, this had to have been, like, I think it was, like, freshman, sophomore year. And we're like, oh, man, like, well, we can't, like, smoke around anything because there's security and stuff. Like, we're just going to have to smoke in the car. And at the time, he didn't want his parents to be upset with him for smoking in his car. And I knew my mom was a pothead because my mom's a hippie. So I'm like, okay, like, I don't really go home that often. I think I'll be fine. Like, I'm not really, like, doing much crazy shit at work. Like, literally, we would air my dad's car out, like, maybe, like, over the next 2 days. Yeah. I'd be fine, right? And also at the time, I didn't give a fuck. Like, anywhere I walked, if I smelled like weed, it's like, y'all know who I am.
Yeah, it's just like that age. Yeah. When you're like, I just don't.
Yeah, you just don't give a fuck. And so
you got that taste of freedom when you're like, I don't give a fuck.
And you're like, I don't care. It's my life. But so we used to go and get in my car and go smoke, right? And go smoke for hours. And where we would smoke, we lived in this part of Central Florida that had a lot of lakes in it, right? And so we would go to, like, one of, like, the major lakes. like go in the neighborhoods in between, because they're the rich people neighborhoods. There's not a lot of cops around that neighborhood. And we would post up, turn off the lights, and like smoke, right?
That's so funny because I would do the same thing.
Yeah, and it was so chill. Like, we would listen to our music, like post up underneath some trees, by somebody's like backyard, pretty much, and just in the car. But I mean, the windows was up, the air was low, like we're like smoking, right? Okay, that's enough of the backstory. So one of these days,
the air was low.
So one of these days, huh?
I said the air was low. The windows were up.
The windows were locked. We were not breaking that
Child
box,
safety.
okay? Okay, so hold on. So, and hopefully my memory serves me right. So one of these days, he's like, "Hey, like, Ash." I'm like, "What's up, Matthew?" He's like, "Hey, like, you want to go smoke?" And I mean, he would buy so much that we would literally every night, like right before we would like go and like study or like hang out or like go to bed or whatever, right? So he knows if he wants to smoke, like, come and smoke with me. So I'm like, okay, cool. And he would take us to the spot that was near his grandma's retirement complex. But it was far enough, like, in the cut where you could, like, be in between two streets. Nobody would notice you. And it's, like, one lone road that leads to the main road. But, like, you can see anybody who's coming there. And it's not uncommon for parked cars to be there. And it's well lit and shaded enough. Like, it was, like, the perfect area. It really was. And so we pull off, and what is on the right of us are people's houses, but we're on the bottom end of their fence, so they're like on a hill. So these houses are on the hill, and we have mad space, and then it's their, like, the bottom of their fence, and then it's the road and some more like foliage, like trees. So we post up and we pull off to like the right, and we like post up in the mosh, like in the bushes kind of. But the road's still there, so I can get out just fine. That's how perfect it was. And security for the complex comes up and down the road. It's really a security road, but they don't come up and down it often because it's just a bunch of old, rich white people. So I'm posted up there. He had it in his head that he wanted to buy half an O, which at the time, was I smoking often? Yes. But was I smoking ounces in one sitting? No, I wasn't. So he was like, "Oh, I really want to I think I want to buy a lot and just sit and smoke." I think he was going through something. And I was like, "Okay, what, we're just going to sit and roll and just go L for L?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, well, you and I are not going to sit and smoke 14 grams of weed. We're not doing that right now. Are you fucking crazy?" So I'm like, "Bro, we need to bring somebody else in this, especially because you want to hotbox it." He's like, "Oh, okay, bring Jazz." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I tell Jazzy, and Jazzy's like, "We got to go hang out with Matthew." And I'm like, "Girl, I think he's going to smoke us out." And she's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "No, I think he's trying to make us comatose, right?" And she's like, "Okay, I guess I'm fucking with it." So I'm like, "Yes, fuck yeah." So I pick them all up, right? We go, we're parked or whatever. Takes us to that same spot that he usually takes us in. So we start rolling, and we're rolling fast. We maybe had 10 blunt packs. And I'm breaking them down, and he's rolling them, right? Or he's breaking them down, and I'm rolling them. And we're going to work. It's me and him in the front, and we're like a fucking blunt factory. Yeah, we're like a blunt factory. And then I'm finishing them, and I'm putting them on top of my dashboard. Finishing them, putting them on top of my dashboard, right? Jazzy's in the back.
Damn, it's like an operation.
It was maybe the most pristine rolling I've ever seen in my life. We were not fucking playing, right? And so I'm sitting up here, and I'm looking in the back, and she's not even paying attention, right? She's there, she's gonna smoke, but she's not paying attention. So I'm looking at the dashboard, and we got 8 blunts lined up, and I'm like, "Hey, do we have to kill all of this right now?" I feel like this is initiation.
We're let's slow down.
Yeah, I'm like, let's take it easy. What's going on? I was like, maybe we should talk, because this is kind of wild, right? He's like, "Nah, bro, we'll be fine." I'm like, "Okay, dude." I'm like, you know me, so if any of us ever get the chance to, smoke together, just know Mama ain't raised no bitch.
Right, you're gonna go in?
I'm gonna go in every single time. It's very rare you'll see me pass up a blunt. In a real situation. Not if I'm I don't really know these niggas, I don't really feel like smoking no more, But if I'm really tied in, I'll never tap out. That's how unhinged it is up here, okay? That's how immune. I really will go L for L with anybody, right? And win.
You're like L for L, watch me.
Clock it. I'm really like that for real. So I'm sitting here.
You be like, with the blunts.
I'm like.
You're like.
I'm doing cups. I'm like,
that's crazy.
That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm literally preparing to smoke all 18 of these fucking blunts we're rolling right now. Like, I got to get my lungs all ready and shit. Mind you, like I said, windows are up, locked.
You're like,
locked. Yeah, I'm literally like, I'm like testing the lighters out. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, do you want to start on any of these? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna just roll them all up because we're probably not gonna smoke all these. We'll just I'll keep rolling them up for the next couple of days that we smoke.
Love that though.
It was really chill. Like, don't get me wrong. It definitely is understandable why people did not fuck with him. But I thought it was just mad nice that, like, some tea would floss out on us, you know? Like, I did appreciate how he used to go to bat for, like, people he considered his friends. I just wish he was a better person. But I'm, like, looking at Matthew, and I'm going to start smoking any of these. He's like, man, sure, fuck yeah, let's smoke them. So, okay, cool. So I start smoking them. We're all passing. And he's also still rolling, right? So I'm like, okay. So we're passing. We get through one pretty quickly. I'm playing my music. I'm playing Chance the Rapper.
Hell yeah.
All
Okay,
right,
so this is the vibe.
Yeah, we got acid rap playing on fucking 15. Like we're bumping for real, right? Finish the first blunt. Kill it easy.
That's quick work.
Like it was nothing, right? It was nothing. So,
you were Kirby.
Yes, straight up. I was literally nigga Kirby for sure. Like, I was fucking them blunts. I was fucking them up. So first one we kill, right? Everybody's chilling. I check in. Everyone's like, oh, like.
They're like, yeah, we got this.
So he's like the other one. Now, mind you, this whole time Matthew is doing this thing where he's like saying stuff so passively that I'm not really picking up on his current state of being.
Oh.
So he's like, yeah, just light another one, and he's still rolling. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I light another one, right?
Is he being sarcastic?
No, he's being so legit.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I light another one up. Light it, blow it down. So now we're 2 blunts in.
And it was like...
And it's like it's literally like we're just literally smoking
like,
and chilling. And because we have... Yeah,
you all take one hit.
Because we have so much weed, we're chiefing it, right? Mm-hmm. So, and mind you, Jazzy's in the back. So we're... Right? I'm like, okay, it's getting kind of... We put the air on. So I put the air on a little bit, and it's circulating, but it's still going to be a lot of smoke because the windows, once again...
Yes.
Them bitches is locked.
They're locked.
Nobody's getting this box, right? And the car is running. So I'm like, okay.
I can feel it.
So we're talking a little bit. And mind you, this whole time, we're just talking. So all 3 of us are talking. Jazzy's talking in the back. And Matthew is still rolling the rest of this weed, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. At the time, he wasn't the best roller. So I wasn't like... So the blunts weren't pearl. Don't get me wrong. Like, they were okay. I was pearling them afterwards. Mm-hmm. So he would, like, pass them to me. And I'd be like, ugh. And, like, fix it real quick. And, like, make it as pearled as possible. Because I really like that. Mm-hmm. So, I'm sorry. For us that don't know, pearling a blunt means that you wrap it really nice and it like hits well.
Oh yeah, it's
pretty,
like perfect.
It looks good, like it's a perfect blunt. So
I remember like that term would be used a lot when I was younger.
To pearl.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Hoochies, a master OG pearler.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm sure you do. Yeah. Hopefully that didn't pick up in the sound.
It's like. But my dry ass mouth right now.
Do you need some more water? Oh wow, you killed the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna get more.
So you know, we're all having conversation. Jazzy's like we're all doing what we normally would do, but no, to me and Jazzy, to any of us, none of us were keeping track of how many blunts we're killing, right? So now, if you remember, that's 2. Obviously,
keep lighting them up.
I'm like, okay, well, that was 2 easy money. I take a look at the clock. It's been 40 minutes. So I'm like, okay, 2 and 40 minutes, that's 20 each. That's not bad. So I'm like, man, I think we're good. Spark another one. I look up. He already has the 3rd one lit. So I'm like, okay, good shit, Matthew. Like, good stuff, brother. So once again, we're talking, smoking, talking, smoking, talking, smoking. And we get in such a rotation. I'm just sitting here and we're having a really good conversation. Like, we're laughing, like, we're actually having fun. And then all of a sudden,
the mood switches.
And mind you, because he's given them to me to pearl, right?
Okay.
I keep looking up at the dashboard and I'm not seeing the amount that we have go down. Because in my head, I'm not paying attention. I'm literally just curling them and putting them at the top. And then I look up to see just how many we have. And so I start to look up, and I notice that the number isn't going down. Like, it's staying the same.
Right, like he's replacing them.
So I'm not picking up on this at first.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'm literally tapped in, right? Like I said, we're talking, tapped in, smoking, talking, laughing, all this other stuff, right? And I look up, and I notice that I can't see the fucking blunts in front of me because it is so smoky in my car, right? So I look up, and I can't see shit, and I'm like, oh shit.
It's like you're in a cartoon.
I'm like looking, and I'm counting the blunts, and I'm like, 14? I'm like, how the fuck do we have 14 blunts still? I'm like, hey, Matthew, now this ain't making no fucking sense. Where are all these blunts coming from? And so he's like, bro, like, I've just been rolling, and I'm looking, and he's still rolling. So I'm like,
He's been rolling the whole time.
he's been rolling the whole time. So I'm like, dude,
He's just-
how much more how much more left do we have? And he's like, I don't know, man, this is an O.
Like, how much weed did you buy?
Yeah, so I'm like,
Oh my
how much
God.
is this? And he's like, oh, the O.
It's like a purse full.
And yeah, it's like a big bag full. And I'm like, well, dude, I thought you bought half an O. And he's like, oh, no, man, I bought an O. And I was like, and you want to smoke all that tonight? And he was like, nah, I don't know. He's like, I'm just chilling, right? I'm like, bro, we need to slow down because I don't know how many we've smoked already. And he's like, oh, man, we're probably like the 5th or 6th one in. I'm like, 5th or 6th one in? And so I'm like scared. And so
I'm shocked.
I turn around and I look at Jazzy, and Jazzy's choking in the back. Like, she cannot breathe. And she's like, we're on what? Like, my girl she can't breathe. So I'm turned around and I'm like, man, I think maybe we need to stop. Like, this is like getting pretty out of hand. Maybe we should break the box, right? So I go to like put the window down, and he like grabs my arm, and he's like, don't break the box. And I'm like, if we don't, Jazzy will die.
How much weed does he be smoking?
I said, I have no idea. I was like, Jazzy will pass away, and we don't want that to happen. And he's like, nah, Jazz is good. Just crack her window a little bit, right? And so I'm like going back and forth to him because I'm like, no, she needs her window really cracked. And so then I'm like, he's like, no, she's good. And Jazzy's in the back like, please. She's like,
hell
please.
no.
She's like, please open the window. Like, open this bitch. So I'm like, okay, let's break the box. So I break the box, right? And it is the thickest amount of smoke I probably have ever seen a car. Because remember, we're not smoking papers, we're smoking blunts. And we're like 6 blunts in.
Yeah, that shit.
So it's thick as fuck. I'm surprised we didn't pass out. So I'm like, oh man. So we open them. And so then he was like, yeah, like, you know, like, we might as well just keep smoking now that it's open. And I'm like, that's a good idea. So we start smoking again. Right?
How many?
I think we lasted maybe 9 blunts.
9 blunts.
Mm-hmm.
So
like
3 each?
Like 9.5. Yeah, I think we did like 9.5 blunts, right? No, I think it was like 9. I think it was like 9 blunts total is what we killed, right? And after a while, Jazzy had tapped out, so it was just me and Andrew, right? I'm looking in the back, and Jazzy's salivating because her mouth is just so dry, and she's coughing so much, and the window's open. And I'm like, all right, bro, like, I think we need to tap out.
Me and her will be on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, she has like a fucking respirator in the back. She has like an oxygen mask, and she's breathing heavy and shit.
She's like, I don't have much time left, guys. She's like, please.
She's like, guys,
If you have any kindness in your heart, you would let me out gosh darn car.
we're just like, light it up. Like, she has like an oxygen tank in the back. Like, I'm like, nah, baby.
You're blowing it in her face.
I pick up her mask. I'm like,
Taking a picture.
okay. So Jazzy's under obviously distress.
You're like, smize.
The thing is, like, you can't even see us in the car because it's just so much. The smoke is really thick, and it's like leaving slowly, and we're still smoking. So we're smoking whatever. We bring the box back up. We're starting to get close to like that 9th one, right? And I'm starting to look. This is the second scariest part of the story. I look at the time, Shay. I want to say maybe we started at like 9:30.
Okay.
Guess what time it was when we left? Just take a guess.
1?
No.
It was quick.
It was like 11:45 when we hit the 9th blunt. So we had smoking like that for like roughly almost like 3 hours.
Yeah, like the whole time.
Like the whole time. And we're just sitting in this car.
No breaks.
And I got to take us home.
No breaks, just a little window crack.
Yeah.
Just a smidge.
Jazzy's oxygen mask was the only
Mouth is all the way at the top. She's up against the glass.
She has like a straw. She's like, that's the only bit of free oxygen that we're getting out this bitch. It was just recycled weed, right? And like I said, we're smoking, talking, doing all this stuff. So a car comes down finally, and we're all like, oh fuck. And we can barely see the car because the smoke is still so thick. So we're like, okay, roll up some of the windows so now all the smoke is leaving out, right?
Jazzy.
Jazzy's like, she's like holding on to the
please
window.
don't.
So we literally like pull up the windows or whatever, and this truck comes down and slows down right by us. So you can clearly see us in the car. And so the story gets a little crazy. He's talking to me, and I know he's asking me something.
Like through the window?
Yeah, like through the window, like through his window, through my window. And it's dark in his truck, so he just looks like a black figure talking, right? And he's like maybe asking for suggestions or something, right?
Suggestions at 10?
Or like road suggestions. I don't know. Okay, so the reason why I tell you what he was asking me is because I legitimately could not understand what he was saying.
Okay, got it. I got the picture.
I was so high that it just sounded like, you know, the Charlie Brown.
Yes.
Just like, rah, 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 rah. That's exactly what it sounded like. And I'm just looking at him. And he's like legitimately concerned. He's like...
You clocked out.
Yeah.
You're
like,
clocked out.
He's like making these things, right? And so I know I'm clocked out, right?
He's
and
like...
so, and I'm just looking at him and I'm just like...
He's like, are you gonna fucking respond?
He's like, ma'am? He's like, and I'm just like...
You're like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. And he's like, looking at me.
You're like, I can't help you.
I'm like, sir, I can't help myself right now. Like, I'm dying, right? And mind you, the smoke's coming out as he's trying, because I'm trying to hear him. So I break the window a little bit. The smoke's coming out. And so,
that's so embarrassing.
And so I'm just like, it turns, so the guy's still talking, right? And I just turn to Jazzy and Matthew, and I'm like, hey, guys, I think I'm going to pull off on this dude. And they're like, okay. And so I'm like, all right. So we, like, put this stuff in. The guy's still talking the whole time. He's watching us.
The whole time?
He's watching us the whole time. I'm just, right? So he's looking at us. I'm not saying, I already decided I can't help you.
Yeah, you zoned out.
I'm too high for this.
You're like, I'm locked. You're focused now.
Yeah, I'm like,
just
sir,
getting out of there.
I'm like, sir, if I don't focus on breathing, I will stop. My lungs will stop breathing, and that's it. They'll stop working. I'll die right here on the spot. I'm like, sir.
You're like, I gotta put me first.
Yeah, I'm like, sir, the way this weed got me so high, we not talking about nothing. There's nothing to help you with. I'm actually too high. Yeah, I'm too high right now. So, so we get our stuff together and everything, right? And so I turn one last time to look at him, and he's looking pissed, and he's just looking at me like, bitch, really? Like, he's like,
why does he care so much?
Because I guess he really wanted the directions. I don't know.
There's nobody else around.
He's like, look at us like,
he gotta stop really like at a business or something.
I guess so, because he was like, y'all really not gonna answer. I'm telling you, when I ignored the guy, it was not penetrating. I was dead behind these eyes. Nothing, not a single thought.
Yeah, not
a single thought.
Elevator music or
complete elevator music. Like, I was like, sir, not tonight. So I put the car in drive. And he's like, I can see him making the motion like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? And I just slowly pull off on him. And I'm keeping eye contact the whole time. So I'm just like,
not contact.
I'm just like, and I'm driving off, right? And
see ya.
I'm like, we don't want to be here. So I'm driving slow as fuck up this hill because I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, my heart is pounding. And Jazzy's like, bitch, I died 45 minutes ago when you guys would not break that fucking window. Like, I'm dead right now. I'm like, damn, I got a half alive Jazzy.
Yeah.
This dude back here, Matthew, he was so high. He looked like he had fell asleep. Like, he just like eyes closed, cozy. So I'm like, dang, dude, like, I need help getting home because I don't know where I am. So I'm going up the hill, and I'm seeing the signs, right, Jay?
Oh, no.
I'm seeing the street signs. I'm seeing the stop signs. I'm seeing all the signs on the road.
Right?
Ask me if I could read any of them.
Okay. Did you not have your glasses?
Oh, yeah, I have my glasses on.
Oh, shit. You were that high? You were that high?
I was so high,
And
y'all.
what's like with the confidence?
I think I was scared more than anything.
Yeah, but did you just feel like you had to do it?
I feel like I had no other choice. Yeah, I feel like out of anybody else in the car, I was going to be the one to get us home safe.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know, man, because I literally call that. So this is what I formally call my space cadet story. Because when I tell you guys I was space cadetting, I was that fucking high. Like when I tell you, like I've never been so high where I can see words, and my brain is just like, nope.
Yeah, we don't know.
Can't help you there. Like, don't know what to tell you.
You're
And
like,
so
they're
I'm
like, yep, this is a sign.
I'm like, oh man, maybe I need help. Because there's no way I should have sat here for almost, 3 hours smoking 9?
9 is crazy.
9 is wild. And they were like blunts. Like, they were baby blunts. So I'm like, damn, bitch. Like, I'm sitting here looking at
Yeah,
myself.
because he has unlimited weed, so you're like packing it in.
Yeah, so I'm like looking at myself. I'm like, damn. Am I a bad bitch or am I doing bad, bitch? Because this don't look good on me. Especially because I'm driving slow as hell. Jazzy don't know where to fucking go. Jazzy can't drive. And this nigga, Matthew, is just pass out in the corner. So I'm driving slow.
He's like, I got to where I needed to go.
Yeah, exactly. He's there. He's been there.
He's in the spirit realm.
He's definitely in the spirit realm. So I'm driving slow as fuck. And I'm like, hey, Matthew, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm space cadetting right now. Like, I'm blacking out. Like, I can't even read these signs. Like, I don't know where to go. He doesn't even turn. Doesn't open his eyes on that thing. He's like, turn left.
Are you serious?
So I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, can you like open your eyes and like tell me where to go? He's like, bro, turn left. No eyes open, has not moved. He's still like this.
Oh, he feels the road.
So
oh, he's like tough.
So he's, yeah, for sure. Like he's literally barefoot to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You like knows where we're going, right? And so I'm like, bro, there's no way you're this zooted. But fuck it, Jazzy don't know the way. I can't read.
You're like, I'm gonna hear
drive.
him out.
Yeah, I'm like, man, fuck it, we ball.
He must know better than me.
So he says turn left. I turn left.
Mm-hmm.
And I drive a little bit. He's like, turn right. I turn right. Drive a little bit. Turn left. I turn left. And like he's not moving. Like he has not moved since we left the thing.
I imagine that he has long hair that kind of covers his eyes.
Yeah, his hair was long. Yeah, absolutely. And he
I knew
literally,
it.
like when I tell you, motherfucker did not move, did not open his eyes, like was this the whole time, and was navigating these two dumb bitches home. These two dumb bitches being me and Jazzy. So he's like makes one last laugh, and he's like, okay, turn left, we're in the school. Right? So I'm like,
Oh
what the
my
fuck? So I
gosh.
turned left. Lo and behold, the nigga was right. We was in the school. We was literally turning into the parking lot
Mm-hmm.
for our campus.
Damn.
And I went and I parallel parked, the best parallel parking in the tightest spot
Okay.
in all of America.
Let's give some claps for
Okay,
that.
please. And we hopped out. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we need to do that again. I was like, I think we need a break. I think we all need a break. Like, we need all chill.
I don't think what we did tonight was something to be proud of.
Nothing to be proud of all. So I'm like, yeah, I think this is it, guys. And so then, of course, Jazzy's like, I'm going to go. And I'm going to lay down. Like, I don't even think Jazzy got a chance to, like, get in her, like, pajamas. She fell asleep in her bed. And literally Matthew was like, all right, well, we got some more blunts for tomorrow, so just let me know. And I was like, same time. And he was like, same time. I'm like, nah, nigga.
I love the end of that.
Yes.
It like wraps up so smoothly.
Mm-hmm. So that was my space cadetting story.
Okay. You did that though.
Thank you.
And he just knew the way.
He just knew the way. Like, it was like some seventh sense stoner shit. Like, I mean, this motherfucker was...
No, he
Okay.
felt that. He felt that
Like,
one bump
he
in the road.
was-
He was like, oh yeah, 100 feet.
Yeah. He was like, in 40 feet, make a U-turn. Like,
I remember as a
mean, it
kid,
was
I would feel it.
crazy.
I would know too.
I don't know, man. I've never been that high where I couldn't read. And it was actually scary because I was like, I was looking at the words. Nothing was,
9 blunts
nothing
is
was
crazy.
clicking in. Nothing was clicking in. Yeah, 9 blunts. In like under 3
And this was
hours.
just a regular day.
Yeah, it was like a Thursday.
A Thursday.
Yeah, it wasn't the weekend.
That's why HFM usually comes out on Thursday. Because of that story. We should read another quote.
Okay, it's your turn to read a quote.
Our next high quote.
What year is it from?
It's from... Ooh, how do I know what year it is?
If you scroll up. To
Oh, okay. So it's like under.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it's 2018 still.
Okay.
I love this. I feel like I relate to this. That's why I picked it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care. I respect women, but she's a fucking bitch. Should I say who said it?
Yeah, you can say.
Shay.
Yeah.
I
But
love
not
that.
this Shay.
Right.
Other Shay. And I hope she sees this. That's so funny.
I just want to like post that. I wish I had like a wall.
Honestly, that would be dope. I'm telling you, high quotes. I want to put it in, and I won't say it, but I want to find a way to distribute it. I don't want anybody to take my idea.
Fortune cookies.
Wouldn't that be so cute?
That would be cute.
Okay, stop talking before somebody steals it.
Okay.
Because if you bitches come out with high quote fortune cookies,
We got the evidence.
it's up for y'all bitches.
hmm But my friend from high school used to make like fortune gum,
Oh.
where like you would buy a pack of gum and then she would take the pack of gum, unwrap all of them, and write like a message in each of them.
And rewrap them?
Mm-hmm.
That
And so it's
took a
like when
lot
you
of
opened
time,
it,
okay.
it says like
Something?
something.
She would have been wearing gloves handling my gum.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been like, girl.
Right. What kind of pen are you using or pencil?
Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to die of lead poisoning.
Yeah. But I have 2 different high stories.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you which one you want to hear.
Okay.
So one of them was in high school, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was young adult after high school.
Okay.
And the one it happened at school.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, it was during Pride.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, we do love the gays. We are
Mhm.
allies.
So you want to do that one?
Which one is crazier? Or I can't know.
I feel like they're both crazy in their own way.
Okay. Which one is your favorite to tell?
I don't know. I love them both.
You love them both.
I
Okay.
love them
For different
both.
reasons.
Yes, you're going to have to be the tiebreaker.
Okay. I'm going to go. Let's go high school.
Okay. Oh, great. I feel like I'm always talking about high school. But, you know, shit was crazy.
Yeah, they're here for the lore.
They crazy shit happening at high school. But,
Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm.
Count your fucking days.
But, okay, so I need a fake name
For who?
for my friend. It's a boy. A white boy.
Okay.
Both of our, okay, white boys. Cushion.
Let's go with Andrew for the first one.
Andrew?
Mhm.
Okay, that's it. That's all we need. Okay, so me and Andrew had first period together.
Mhm.
And it was, I think, AP Environmental Science.
Very specific.
Yes. And we always sat in the back of the classroom. And we were kind of cool with this teacher. So since it was first period, sometimes she would let us eat like a little bit of our breakfast, like if we had any extra. So he would always like bring a lunchbox, like we would both bring snacks, and we would like share them for breakfast. Or we would just go to the breakfast cafeteria and grab like a bunch of random shit. But one day, he brought brownies. No, it wasn't brownies, it was cookies. He brought weed cookies to school. And
how old were you again?
I was...
Were you a freshman?
No, this was like... sophomore?
Okay.
Or a junior? No, I think it was a junior.
Mm.
Yeah, I was a junior. And... so, he goes to the bathroom first thing. Like, he gets to the class early, sets his stuff down, and then goes to the bathroom. So I'm like, let me see what he got. Like, he has cookies. I want cookies for breakfast. So I ate some of his cookies.
What Without asking him?
Without asking him. Because it was just like, we were that cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like 2 or 3.
Oh, 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Oh my goodness.
And he came back and he was like, what have you done?
He's like, girl, do you just know? Do you know what you just did?
It turned into like a fucking scary movie. Silent movie. I'm just running around school like...
Your eyes red as fuck.
Yeah, so as soon as he says that, I'm like, oh, fuck.
You didn't taste them? They didn't taste funny?
I thought they tasted funny, but I was like,
You're like, yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I
Clearly,
wasn't...
someone isn't a cook.
I wasn't too cautious about it. And he came back and he told me that they were special brownies. I was like, damn. I was like, I got it. I was like, I'm going to be cool.
I'm a vibe.
I'm just a chill girl. So I'm fine all first period. Second period rolls around and I have like language or like English.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible, like very strict teacher. Like always make us on our reading. Like it's always something. She's always doing like a test every week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how many times can we describe this curtain, lady? But we were doing reading.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept asking me, because she wasn't paying attention, she kept pointing at me and, like, asking questions about the reading to try to, like, slip me up.
Yeah.
And I never fucked up because I was still paying attention.
Shay said, even though
But
I'm
in my
high,
head,
I'm intelligent,
in my head, I was like, fuck. I was like, I cannot. I'm, like, shivering in my boots. I'm like, please leave me alone.
You know that sound with
it's like just
with
hitting
the
me.
shaking?
Like the edibles are hitting me and I'm getting warm.
And
And it's just like, I start feeling like everything.
Yeah. Please use audio when you do the shake part.
Yes.
The bones rattling.
Yeah, I'm just like a mermaid. And then finally, after she asked me a million questions and I answered all of them right, I'm like, Miss, I have to go to the bathroom. She's like, all right.
Like a baddie should.
She's like, all right, go ahead. This is a, like, part of the school that's, like, a small separate building, like, on the outside, the regular, like, hall rooms. So they didn't have any bathrooms in those ones. So we had to walk. It wasn't a long walk, but, like, to one of the main hallways to go to the bathroom. And I swear, so, like, you exit the building, you're outside, and then you enter another building. And I swear, as soon as I entered the building, which is basically just one long hallway with class on each side and lockers, like, I felt like the hallway extended. Yes. I was tripping. Like, this is what was happening. And I just, like, some people say, like, they hallucinate on weed. I was like, damn, I felt like
No, sometimes
it happened.
You can. Yeah, sometimes you can.
I feel like that's what was happening.
So you feel like you saw it live, push all the way back?
I thought I saw it live, like, in, like, movies and shit. The hallway actually extend, and I'm, like, trying to make it to the bathroom. It's, like, in slow motion.
Oh, no.
I'm like, man, if I just make it there, everything will be okay.
That's always the way to go about it.
It's like you really lock in,
Really
and nothing
have
else
to lock in.
matters.
Yeah, nothing matters, but getting to that one
You're
point.
like point A to B.
Mm-hmm.
I finally get to the bathroom. I feel much better. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't remember third period, but by fourth period, I was so tired. So tired. It was another science class, but it was another teacher that I really liked, and I ended up just knocking out and sleeping the whole class. And she let me because, like, I'm such a good student that she's like, oh, Shay must be having a really bad day.
She's like, she's just having a really rough at home right now.
She's like, man, I know something must be going on because what's going on right now?
She's just one of those teachers that, like, are really invested in, like, her students' lives, but
Yeah.
she thinks, like, it's something, like, you know, bad or, like, stereotypical, but really you're just high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, oh, Shay. She's
I'm
like,
like-
she's like giving you a sad backstory. She's like, man, Shay.
It's giving everybody hates Chris's mom. Not mom, the teacher.
Yeah.
Bro, she was diabolical.
She really was. And she's like, Chris, well, I know your father's not home.
Right.
He's like, My father lives with me.
And she's like, Chris, you would know
She's
all
like-
about not having a father.
She's like,
lady,
sure,
what?
Chris. Sure, he lives with you. Like, I feel like that's what your teacher was doing for you. She's like, oh, man.
He's
shame.
like, we're going to start taking canned good donations. Chris, obviously,
Clearly-
you could take some home after
Clearly
school.
Your family needs it.
And then his mom saw it on the news, and she was like, what the fuck is that?
That shit is so funny. I feel like that's what that teacher was like for you. Just in her head, you know.
Mhm.
She's like, man, Shay's been through so much.
I loved her. She was so cool. She had a like flying squirrel
Oh,
as a
pretty
pet.
dope. Okay.
Hmm. And we were like so cool. We would sometimes eat lunch in her room, and then we would just hold the flying squirrel.
Wow.
It has like a scarf thing.
Cute. Okay.
So yeah, she was like eating it up.
Obviously.
I was like dead ass knocked out. She's like, she's like, damn, it must be serious. But after that, I started going to the rest of my classes, which was all like music classes, and I was just not there.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. And then after that, I like how I remember each class. After that, what was it? It was AP Literature that I was in. And we had a test on play. I don't remember the play. I think it was Hamlet. And I was like, oh, I got this in the bag. Like, I know Hamlet. This is going to be a piece of cake. So I finished the test, like, first, before anyone else. You have to walk up to the teacher and put it on his desk when you're done. And then I walked back to my desk. I laid down. Like, this is probably, like, I feel like I'd already been at my peak, but, like, I was just so defeated at this point. And I was, like, still high. But it wasn't, like, unbearable anymore, like, at the peak. It was like I can finally kind of handle it, but like fuck,
You're, like,
how much
coasting.
longer is this going
Yeah.
to last?
You're like, when am I coming
How long is this going to take?
down?
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna take a nap for the rest of the period. This is gonna be great because I finished my test. And tell me how, by other people's account, that I fainted.
Oh my god. Fainted.
I fainted. Yes, I fell asleep, and like I was just, my body was in like such a good sleep that like I wasn't holding myself up in my chair anymore. So I kind of just fell out of my
You
chair.
fell out of your chair?
Yeah, and I hit my head on the floor.
Oh my god.
Yes, and then the principal came in with a wheelchair to come get me out. And like I woke up and my teacher was like an Irish man. And he's not on top of me, but he's over me and he's like kind of shaking me. He's like, Shay, wake up. And, like he's red as fuck in the face. Like
Oh my
he's
God,
freaking
you
out.
really thought
Like
you
he's never gone through
died.
anything like this before.
Oh my God, you really
She's like,
traumatized
today
that
was the last
Irish
straw,
man.
his job.
Oh my god.
And then I
The
pushed
Irish
it.
are strong.
I
You had
know.
him shaking in his boots.
I know, he was shaking me and I woke up and I'm like, I like didn't even know
What happened?
what happened. I was like, it felt like I woke up from a nap. Like I was like, damn, this is a good nap. And I look up and I'm like, what is going on?
You're like, what the hell?
And then I look around and the funny part is it's so comedic. Like if there were cameras in that classroom. Ashley, tell me how the desks are never set up like this. Never. They're always set up just in regular rows. But for this, he put us all in a circle.
So when you fall out, everybody can
all
see you?
in a circle. And mine was in close to the middle of the circle. So I fell out, and it's literally, I wake up and my teacher's above me, red as hell, and there's just like a cult of students
Just behind
just
you?
staring at me
They're all like,
with crazy faces.
you know, have they
And I was like so embarrassed.
oh, girl, I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, I feel like, honestly, no, I'm not gonna lie, that is crazy, though. That's crazy. Good story.
I know.
But what about the guy?
Then the story's not over.
Oh, okay.
So then after that, they basically rushed me obviously to the nurse.
Have to.
And they called my mom. Of course they did. She picked me up. I guess by that point, like, I had cleaned myself up. And, like, I wasn't really high anymore. I was just, like, had, like, a raging headache. Like, I don't know, like, if you, like... sometimes if you take like a lot of medication and you just get like, and you're coming off of it and you get like a headache. Oh, it was so bad. So then we go home, I take a shower, and I feel like my head is going like
it's pulsating?
Yes. And I have the water run on my head, and then when it hits a certain spot, and I guess it was like the spot that like I hit it on the floor, like it feels like I'm gonna like pass out while I'm in the shower. And then I like peep this, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna lay the hell down.
Yes, seriously.
Because I'm not having this happen again.
I feel like that would hurt.
So then eventually I wake up, and my mom takes me to the hospital.
Yeah. Did you think you were concussed?
I went to the hospital, and they said I had a minor concussion. And
Damn,
then
Shay.
I Googled it, and it was like, yeah, you're not supposed to sleep when you have a
Yeah,
concussion.
when you have
And
a
it's like,
concussion.
I literally slept for hours before I went to the hospital.
Oh my
so I was worried. I was
gosh.
like, is anything going to happen to me?
And look at you, out alive and
Yeah.
strong.
And the thing is, I was in like one of the school plays, and we were about to do like a competition against other schools. And
Did you fuck it up?
I
for
had
your
like a
team?
long ass monologue.
Oh.
And when I tell you, after my concussion, and I started going back to rehearsals, I could not remember it. I had to.
That's scary.
I had to relearn it. I know. Yeah, I was scared.
That's scary. That would make me so scared.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Like I felt so bad,
Mm-hmm.
but I like dead ass like it was just gone.
Oh, because you wanted to get high. Oh, because you wanted cookies.
All because I'm a big back.
Oh, because your big bag ass
hmm
wanted cookies so bad.
Speaking
Cost
of
you your life.
speaking of being big bags and snacks,
Oh, yes. I'm Munchies.
yeah, I feel like we should get into the ASMR portion.
Yes. That's a good story. So I'm glad we did that one.
Thank you.
I'm glad. Okay.
And that's why I'm traumatized
no,
to
fair.
take edibles.
Yeah, fair.
I have
okay,
taken.
well, Shay, you kind of... Okay.
I have taken edibles after that,
Yeah.
but like one, and I was
That's
like,
fair.
all right, I think I'm good.
That's fair. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you would handle, like, 2, 3, 4. I'm surprised you had as many as you had by accident.
Mm.
Like, I'm surprised that, like, the taste of it didn't, like, turn you off, you know?
hmm
I guess you really are just a big bag.
I am. I was like,
You were like, I don't give a fuck if I taste the weed or not.
cookies.
This shit tastes good.
Mm. And I'm a dessert before dinner kind
Before
of person.
anything? Yes.
So in the morning, I was like, cookies in the morning. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, of course.
Where's
I
my
get
milk?
that. I get that.
Cereal. Just sugar. Now we're getting into real
One
shit.
Cheerio. Okay, so we both decided to grab our high snacks.
Yes.
And so, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
So obviously,
Perfect.
I have probably like the most basic, like well-loved high snack,
Okay.
I would say. Why you said it like that? You don't think so?
Yeah, no, I think so.
Okay.
I definitely think so. Yeah. The bad. For our audio listeners, Shay just pulled out a bag of hot fries as her.
The mic start chopping like crazy.
Oh my god, it's gonna sound insane. As her high snack.
Chest hot fries, my favorite high snack. My favorite snack.
I like that. Okay. That's
Fun.
pretty good. I feel like I also got a Clark fan favorite. One that is a little smelly.
Okay.
Everybody loves it. It is crispy. And honestly, I don't need to say much. Because the one
Such
I
a good,
went for,
such a classic.
Funyuns. I wanted to get the big back bag, but I got the baby back bag.
The 420 bag.
Yes. The baby big back bag.
Yeah.
Baby big back.
I think we have awesome snacks.
I think so too. And then I got us a sweet treat because everybody loves a sweet treat. And I got my favorite type of Reese's, which is the white peanut butter cup Reese's. This is top tier. This is
Okay.
my
I've never had
favorite,
it.
my favorite candy. If you don't like white chocolate, you may not like it.
I like white chocolate. You should bust it open right now. I want to try one.
Ah.
I love
A lady
watching
after my own
videos.
heart.
I love watching like chill vids and then like they like start reviewing food. Love that. I'm
I
like,
even froze them a little bit. So
hell yeah.
hopefully they're still cold. Look at that. Can we get a money shot on that, please?
Zoom. It looks so good.
Okay, we have to wrap it. Oh, get that in the mic.
Wow.
Okay. Cheers to our 420 episode.
Do we start talking like this for the whole segment?
Okay, do you think it'll catch us if we talk like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just gotta hold the mics.
Very close. Okay. Alright, you've now made it to...
I left you hanging.
Wait, hold on. This is our Munchie section. So...
Yes, our ASMR Munchies section.
Can we call this our Munchie Minute?
Yes.
And we talk like this for like a whole minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting now.
Alright, perfect. Cheers.
Cheers. We're gonna review this white chocolate Reese's.
White chocolate Reese's cup.
This is really good.
If you had to rate it out of a 10, what would you give it?
I feel like I would give it a 9.7.
Okay.
I just want some caramel in it. But like one of the world's finest chocolate caramel, and it's like really like runny. It's not like hard caramel. That would slap. Alright, I'm a big pack. I'm like, we smother it. It's fun.
I agree. But I think it needs to be sea salt caramel.
Yes.
That would be so pleasant.
There should be a coffee. That's this flavor. Sea salt caramel. Reese's. White chocolate
Reese's.
macchiato.
Oh, yeah. The bougiest shit. It's just the sweetest sounding shit all in one cup. We're like extra sugar.
Damn, this is good. And I'm not a big chocolate fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chocolate is
the
just
best.
so much.
It is so good. Okay, I'm gonna open up my Funyuns. Okay. Here we go.
The first bite. I feel like we're way over a minute.
What?
I feel like we're way over a minute.
I think so.
I think that's the joke. We always say that and then we do it for a long time.
We always say it's a minute, but we just take forever. You gotta open up that bag, girl.
They never hear our real voice again.
Now it's just this.
Now one for the mic.
You gotta do it in the mic. I know that's gonna sound so good whenever we rewatch this.
It sounded so good in my mouth.
You really know how to chew.
That's what happens when you eat a lot of hot fries. I'm okay. I do love Funyuns though. I do love Funyuns though.
Me too. This is a great segment. Takis. Take the hot Takis and dip them in cream cheese.
That sounds really good.
Really good.
That sounds really good. I think cream cheese is just really good.
I fucking love cream cheese.
You should read a high quote like this.
Okay, hold on.
The Hoochies and hooligans start begging us in the comments to never do this again.
Please. This is my favorite. Okay, I'm an OG Hoochie. And it is. My girl said, that white bitch is problematic. And I feel like, yeah.
She said what she said.
She said what she said. Actually, Shay, you have a in here too. Yeah.
I would love to see it. Should I read it?
Yes.
Ooh. Should I whisper it? Okay. There's a difference between people pleasing and pleasing your people. Clock it.
Very profound.
I didn't even know I was on this. And I love it. I love my quote.
Your quote was very deep. I was about to say your queef. I'm sorry.
My queef was really deep.
Your queef was really
Really
deep.
came from within.
Okay. That was good.
I think that was like good for our mental health too.
That was very
Yeah.
peaceful. I felt very at peace. Sorry you guys have to watch all this. But
No,
I'm having
but
a great
like,
time.
yeah, that like,
Mhm.
we connected there.
Mhm.
Realigned. Not that we
Speaking-
were unaligned.
We're just so locked in.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we keep getting closer. Okay, Shane. So, we've talked a lot about our crazy high stories. Yours was pretty crazy for sure.
Hmm.
We've shared our Munchie Minute. I think the best way to wrap up this episode is to talk about our smoking vibes. Like, what's the vibe whenever you're smoking? Like, who do you usually like to listen to whenever you're smoking weed?
I feel like Daniel
And not
Caesar.
smoking crack.
Oh,
You put that down, so I'm glad.
wow.
I know it's
Okay.
hard.
I feel like there's a lot of projecting
Oh,
happening.
are you calling me a crackhead?
right now? Yeah, I think
Takes one to know one.
I think we might need to go to therapy in the next episode. But
They just drop us the mental health crisis line.
yeah, they're like, y'all need help actually.
They put it in our chat. They're like, did you guys see this number?
They're like, we're here to make sure you're okay. Nothing happens.
They're like, we heard what happened about the Michael Jackson and the little Einstein song. And,
Yeah. And Stevie Wonder.
Please, not Stevie.
Not
now,
Stevie.
Shay. Not now.
But I have like a top 3 artists that I listen to when I'm smoking. And it's like 3 different vibes, you know, because
Mhm.
I'm not always going to have the same vibe
Agreed.
while smoking. Sometimes you want to be chill. Sometimes you kind of want to be hype a little bit. So I would say Daniel Caesar is like cookie cutter. No matter what mood you're in, he'll get you to the mood that you'll be in.
For sure.
I recommend headphones. Because
Volume
the music
loud.
is better with headphones, if you have good headphones.
I agree.
I just feel like any song of his. Like, no,
Okay.
there's definitely no limit
Okay.
on Daniel Caesar.
I like it.
And he's kind of like a chill vibe,
Mm-hmm.
just like vibing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have my depressing side of smoking, like my sad girl shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is kind of like Fora. He's a like singer rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And his songs are just so like sad. But it's like good music to smoke to.
Okay. So it's like chilling out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my last one, I would say, for like getting hype and being like, oh, I'm smoking right now. I'm about to smoke 9 blunts in this car. My homegirl's almost gonna die.
All right. Getting oddly specific there, Shay.
Yeah. You know, it's a common thing.
Remind me not to share shit over here anymore.
As you just put it on the whole internet. But yeah, Xavier Wolf. That's what I listen to for like just to be hype. Okay. But he's also like has really chill shit too.
Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
You know, maybe a Janae in there.
One or two.
Honorable mention.
Two.
She's always a vibe.
I agree. I feel like I have a lot of ones that I listen to when I'm high, because I feel like I'm high pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I just listen to my playlist, so I don't really have a top 3 artists. But I'm gonna go into my Spotify and pull up the songs that I've been listening to recently.
Okay. And I just want to recommend, as my high song recommendation to you guys, Hoochie approved, is Cyanide by Daniel Caesar. I feel like it's just a vibe.
Agreed.
I feel like you're very groovy.
Thank you. I like to feel groovy.
Mm-hmm. And like your music taste is very groovy. Like no matter what genre it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so usually, I'm gonna try to do it by the artist.
Okay.
So one of my favorite artists to listen to when I'm high is Lil Yachty.
Okay.
Lil Boat. His music has gotten so much better since he first came out as like a fucking, what do you call him? Like a frat rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like a frat boy rapper. Now his music is so much better. So much more better.
I haven't listened to any of his new stuff, so
Yes,
I'm
like his
gonna.
music. And I like that he
have
raps
to
off
listen.
beat and he's very chill.
Mm.
So I would say Lil Yachty and the Concrete Boys, but after that whole shit with Caribou, they're no longer the Concrete Boys. I refuse to name them as such because I stand with my bitch, and Caribou is actually a really good rapper. But if I had to recommend a Yachty song to like to, I'm gonna say A Cold Sunday.
Okay. We're getting put on right now.
Yeah,
y'all bitches better be penciling.
You're like, we're getting blessed right now.
You're like, if that shit's not saved to your playlist right now.
I have an okay playlist, y'all. Don't listen to Shay. She's hyping me up.
No, I really appreciate someone with a good playlist.
You know, Shay, you aight. This is why we keep you around.
Thank you.
That's how we pay you the bigs. Okay, the second person I listen to, definitely Kate Trinata.
Yes.
I love Kate Trinata. And so the song I'm going to recommend is What You Need
Okay.
from Kate Trinata and Charlotte Day Wilson.
Okay.
And I might play it for you after this because it's just such a good
We'll play it when when we're done.
Mm-hmm. So that's that. And then
We should do streams where
What do
we
you mean?
like play music, because I think when you stream, like you can't copyright.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's accurate,
Hmm.
but if that's the case, like we can like actually like watch a movie or like just play music, and then
In
like
the
maybe the
background?
Hoochies can like give us suggestions
Okay.
for what's on to on live.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
We're gonna be like, hey chat, so what's on?
What's up, chat? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to
Like a virtual Hoochie hangout.
ooh, I love a good hoochie hangout. Okay, I hate to bite off of Shay's flow, but I feel like I also play a lot of Daniel Caesar.
Hell yeah!
A lot of Danny C's.
You saw him live.
I did. Me and one of the hoochies saw him for our birthday, and it was wonderful. It was so good.
I'm so jealous. I know it was so good.
Well worth it. It was well worth it. And if you saw me at the concert and didn't tell me happy birthday or that I look beautiful and fly, we're coming after you. Okay?
Right.
We're coming after you guys. Because what the fuck?
What was that about?
What was that about? That was so fake of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Not dedicated. Like,
Okay. There's just so many good Daniel Caesar songs.
I know.
So I'm going to go for one of my favorites, which is like one of his newer ones.
Okay.
And it's Please Do Not Lean, featuring Daniel Caesar and Bad Bad Not Good. I think you guys will like it.
Okay. I love these suggestions.
Yay!
Maybe we
Hopefully
can
you
make
guys
like a mixtape.
That'd be so dope. A Hoochie mixtape would be dope. Or if we had, like, a playlist.
Yeah, just make a playlist on YouTube that they
Mhm.
can check out. That would be
I love
fire.
that. That'd be fire.
The 420 playlist, so that when you know, because this video's coming out a little before 420, so you guys will be ready.
We can help we can help the vibe get set right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for all you hoochies and hooligans out there, especially the hoochies and hooligans who will be smoking with their fellow hoochie or hooligan.
Chat.
All y'all happy couples out there, enjoy, celebrate 420. I'm telling you, if my future man does not roll up for me, Shay, I need you to pull me to the side.
No, that's
I
crazy.
need you to pull
That's
me
a
to
love
the side.
language. There's no way. He doesn't
Just be
like you.
What's going on here?
He
lady?
doesn't like you if he doesn't roll up for you.
Come on,
Period.
see-
Don't. Period. I don't. Unless you have hands. Then we'll let it
The
slide.
hoochies don't discriminate, so that is true.
Yeah, then we'll let it slide. But
Yeah.
other than that, that's the bare minimum.
That is the bare minimum.
Rolling half
That's
is the
all,
bare
that's all
minimum.
I'm asking. Yo, if he could roll with his toes,
All right,
now that would be crazy.
that would be crazy. I don't
That'd
know
be
if I'd want to.
Smoke that after?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
See, the clean toes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He like just took a shower.
Okay.
He's like but
I'm like, he just comes home from work, takes off his.
But he's like breaking it down with his toes,
That's crazy.
and he's like putting it in there. Like, I mean, he's doing the whole thing.
Yeah, like he's. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's no issue.
Yeah. No issue. And he like uses.
He's actually better at rolling with his
uses
toes.
feet to like light the thing.
I just think of like somebody making this before editing, and like it's like a sock on someone's hand, and it's trying to light. You could obviously tell that it's just someone's hand.
Somebody's hand.
It's no longer a foot.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that vibe, but only really with feet.
Okay,
You know.
you heard it here, folks.
You
this
heard
is this is
You heard it.
yeah.
I just want my next man, my future man, please, wherever you are.
He's
love
doing
me
it.
so
He's doing
much.
it right now.
Love me so much that you would practice.
He's going like this to the
rolling
camera.
on your feet.
He's like, I got it right here for you, baby.
He's like, here you go, babe. Please promise me that you would practice rolling with your toes, and we'll be in love forever.
Okay. That's funny. It's giving like magazine quote. Like all of those like teen magazines.
Mhm.
And they would be like, what do you have to say about this? It's just some stupid shit.
That's what I do it for.
Hmm. Well, I
Yeah.
loved your recommendations.
Thank you very much. I loved yours. Yes, I hope we helped everybody's playlist look good. I hope you guys chilled with us. This is a very chill episode.
Mhm.
So hopefully you guys chilled with us and our shenanigans. I'm sure there's going to be so much we're going to have to fucking take out
You think so?
in post. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we feel like we've been recording forever.
Yeah, I feel like we have been. So, which reminds me, without further ado.
Which reminds us,
Without further ado.
made it to the end of the episode. Of our
Woohoo.
special, if you will.
Yes, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that follow.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah, share with your friends. Light up while you're literally listening to us soothe you in the background.
Yes, take a hit for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
We
like a
all-
little longer.
We all should be taking a hit. Yeah, we all should be taking a hit.
Yes.
So let's do that while we're all listening to the Hoochies.
Yes.
And that'd be great.
But we have made it to the end of the episode.
Good luck. Good shit for you guys.
Good shit for you guys.
Type shit.
I hope y'all's 420 is fucking amazing.
Oh my gosh. Me too. And I hope it's filled with friends and laughter. Sorry, which can't. I hope it's filled with friends.
All of them.
And laughter. Friends and laughter. Because honestly, there's nothing like smoking with your homies. It just makes the
There
world
isn't.
go
That's what I was gonna say
round.
earlier. I was like, make sure you're with someone that you love on
Yeah.
420. It's like definitely familia, like you said. We're
Absolutely.
family.
Yes, the little
Your weed
nice,
family.
Little nice weed family. That's all. And honestly, it's nice to have family that you haven't chosen, but it's also nice to be around family that you did choose
Yeah.
to be your family. And it's your friends, and you guys can share in this lovely tiny little plant that makes you guys laugh and feel good, be hungry, and like want to
Mhm.
be around each other. Like, I just think that's really nice.
Yeah.
So,
And it's just so special. Like, who we choose to spend our time with.
Exactly, like, and how we get to show them we love them in just different ways.
Mhm.
Like for me, letting people come smoke with me and like never being like, okay, you owe me, you owe this, you owe me, you owe this. That is my love language. Like it's like,
I love that.
yeah, you can smoke whatever of mine that you want. Because I just love you. I want you to have a good time.
Mhm.
You know, so just stuff like that. But it is what it is. I know people are different,
Yeah.
and I think it's time for us to get out of here.
So keep it fresh.
Keep it fly.
And remember, it's Hoochies FM. Till next time. Bye.
Bye, Hoochies.
Chin, chin, chin up on
Hoochie mama, hoochie mama, hoochie mama.
Bye, Hoochies.